Hello and welcome. Today we're exploring the first chapter of the Dao De Jing through the commentary of Huang YuanJi, a Qing dynasty inner alchemy master. His reflections combine profound philosophy with practical methods for self-cultivation, offering a perspective that is both timeless and deeply human. Huang YuanJi, sometimes known as Huang Shang, came from Fengcheng in Jiangxi province. His teachings, recorded in works such as The Records of the Whole of Joyous Education, are highly regarded for their clarity and depth. Today, we focus on his commentary on the first chapter of the Dao De Jing, sometimes called the Gateway of All Marvels. Even the title hints at the richness and subtlety of the wisdom contained within. Through Huang YuanJi's explanations, we can glimpse how Laozi's metaphysical ideas intersect with practical cultivation. It's almost like walking alongside an ancient master, peering into a realm described as Xuan Zai Yu Xuan, mysterious and again mysterious, where philosophy meets lived experience. Let's begin with the text itself. The opening lines are familiar, yet their depth is extraordinary. The Tao that can be spoken is not the constant Tao. The name that can be named is not the constant name. The nameless is the beginning of heaven and earth. The named is the mother of all things. Therefore, ever without desire, one observes its mystery. Ever with desire, one observes its manifestations. These two arise from the same source, yet differ in name. Both are called profound, and yet more profound, the gateway of all mysteries. Even in these few lines, multiple key concepts emerge: Dao, Wuming, Yuming, Miao, Qiao, and Xuan. Each is a key to understanding the Daoist worldview. The meaning of Dao. According to Huang YuanJi, Dao is the ultimate principle that generates heaven, earth, and all living beings. It is the origin of everything and the law governing all phenomena. Dao is beyond language, beyond conceptual thought, eternal and unchanging. This eternal principle is what Huang calls Chan Dao, the constant Dao. So when Laozi writes, Dao ke Dao, Fei Chan Dao, the Dao that can be spoken is not the constant Dao. He distinguishes between the ultimate, unspeakable Dao and the Dao as it appears and is described in the world. One is the source itself, and the other is its reflection, a map pointing towards something infinite. The nameless and the named. Next, consider Wu Ming, the nameless. Huang YuanJi explains, the nameless is the beginning of heaven and earth. It refers to the primordial state before creation, when everything existed in a fertile, undifferentiated chaos. It is not nothingness in the ordinary sense, but a boundless, rich potentiality, pregnant with the possibilities of all things that will arise. From this state, a subtle stirring of qi, the vital cosmic energy, begins the process of directionation. This generates Yuming, the named. Once the universe is manifested, forms take shape, and everything is called by its name. In Huang YuanJi's words, Yuming is the mother of all things, because it represents the first derivation, the first appearance of the world from the underlying potential. In practice, this concept translates into meditation and self-cultivation. When we calm our minds and breathe deeply, we enter a state similar to Wuming, a still, unformed potential within ourselves. When our inner qi begins to move, like tiny ripples stirring in still water, we experience a miniature version of the universe unfolding within our own being. This mirrors the transformation from Wu-Ming to Yu-Ming, from potential to manifest, from stillness to motion. Dao's dual nature, transcendent and eminent. Huang YuanJi emphasizes that Dao is both transcendent and immanent. It precedes heaven and earth, existing before the cosmos itself. At the same time, it manifests in the constant unfolding of life, in the growth of plants, the movement of rivers, and the cycle of day and night. Huang describes it as, within the utmost void, there abides the utmost reality. Within the utmost emptiness exists the utmost being. Tao is therefore both beyond all things and present within all things. This dual nature, the interplay of stillness and movement, void and substance, is foundational not only to Daoist philosophy, but also to internal cultivation. Even though Dao cannot be fully described, Huang YuanJi reminds us that words are still useful as pointers. They are like a finger pointing to the moon. They are not the moon itself, but they can guide us to it. The goal is direct experience, not conceptual understanding alone. Observing mystery and openings. The text continues with, ever without desire, observed the mystery. Ever with desire, observe the manifestation. Huang YuanJi distinguished two complementary modes of perception. Observing the mystery happens in stillness, letting go of craving and mental noise, allowing us to perceive the subtle essence of Tao itself. Observing the openings happens in engagement, sensing the points where Tao manifests in the world. This is mindful taction, not attachment. Together, these practices help the practitioner move between quiet observation and dynamic engagement, cultivating awareness of the Tao, both in meditation and in daily life. Key: the bridge between Wu-Ming and Yu-Ming. Central to Huang YuanJi's interpretation is Qi, the vital energy bridging potential and manifestation. Qi is not just a concept of energy. It is the process through which the unmanifest becomes manifest. Internal cultivation, observing the flow of Qi, allows us to experience this calmest process within ourselves. By observing Qi in stillness and in movement, we align our inner life with the patterns of the cosmos. Tian, Ren, He, Yi, the unity of heaven and human. Xuan, the profound. Laozi writes, these two arise from the same source, yet differ in name. Both are called profound. Profound and again profound. It is the gateway of all mysteries. Xuan is not just hard to understand, but a quality of subtle awareness and depth that permeates both stillness and movement. Huang YuanJi describes it in two complementary ways. 1. Stillness, letting go of desires and mental noise to perceive the essence of Tao. 2. Movement, observing the points where Tao manifests in action, while maintaining clarity and detachment. Integrating these two brings us to Xuan Zou Yu, Xuan, profound and again profound, the gateway of all marvels. Xuanguan, the mysterious gate within. Huang YuanJi teaches that the mysterious gate, Xuanguan, is the aperture through which the Dao can be experienced, not a physical organ, not located in a fixed spot. Described as Wu Yu, Yu Wu, existing yet not existing. It is a functional center where body, breath, and mind converge. Huang YuanJi describes an enduring engagement. 1. It can be sensed in a single breath. 2. Roughly between heart and kidneys, in the void called Su Wu Kuzi. The Xuanguan connects the inner self to the universal Dao, bridging thought, energy, and awareness. Breath, the key to the gate. Huang YuanJi explains, hailing is yin, quiet, receptive. Exhaling is yang, active. Mindful breathing opens and harmonizes the mysterious gate. Breath is the tangible link to this subtle gateway, grounding spiritual cultivation in bodily experience. Stages of internal cultivation. Huang YuanJi outlines practical steps. 1. Initial stillness. Sit upright. Settle thoughts. Rest attention on the void. Breathe naturally. 2. Union of spirit and ki. Converge spirit and energy at the center, entering luminous empathy. 3. Maintaining awareness. Extinguish restless thoughts, but sustain illuminating awareness. 4. Observing mystery and aperture. Alternate between stillness and engagement, reflecting yin and yang cycles. 5. The One Awakening. Sudden glimpse of the original Tao within, transformative and illuminating. 6. Preservation. Guard and nurture the awakening, cultivating lasting clarity and alignment with Tao. Modern reflections. Huang YuanJi's teachings remain relevant. Inner stillness counters modern stress and distraction. Observing qi and thought cultivates mindfulness and awareness. Breath and attention become tools for aligning life with natural rhythms. The mysterious gate serves as both a meditative focus and a metaphor for consciousness. Cultivation is not separate from life. Daily acts become opportunities for practice. Closing words can point to the Tao, but do not capture it. Huang YuanJi reminds us, speak until the tongue is dry, and still the Tao is unsaid. Yet, in a single moment of silence, the Tao reveals itself completely. The Tao is not far away. It lives in every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of mindful awareness. Exploring these teachings opens the gateway of all marvels within, guiding us to clarity, peace, and profound connection with the universe. Thank you for joining this journey into the wisdom of Huang YuanJi and the first chapter of the Dao De Jing. May your own practice bring insight, serenity, and alignment with the living Tao.